Oh, hello guys. Cup of the day. A Sunday cup of the day, which means it's gonna be a special one. But we had old car already yesterday. I wouldn't bet on another old car, but is this just RPG? That would be cool. Yeah. That looks nice. Was Flogistone also the map builder from this other RPG map that we played in Cup of the Day? I know we have to of course go into the CP. Ah, okay, nice. Quickly check if it's full screen. It was. Yo, Flogistone. Nice, GG. Did you already have an RPG map in Track of the Day not too long ago? Like one of the previous RPG maps, was it also by you? I have to figure out if we can jump into the triangle. Yeah, we can go there, but I don't know if I like that risk. It's a bit yak. Upsala. I need to compare now. Let's start. Because here I can have a lower jump as well, then have early grip, and then it's probably not slower. Yeah, okay. I really thought this triangle is now the way to go, and that would be super annoying to do. That was a very unfortunate gear. Is the RPG Grand Final already over, or is it still running? Because it's a bit weird that we have RPG and TM games, and then the players that qualified for it might miss the Cup of the Day. Still running, okay. Yeah, no spoilers. Could be actually interesting to see it. I mean, I assume that it's still running because Granadi isn't here. Ah, scheiße. Oh. Yeah, not for rounds, and you would need to turn around, of course, in the CP, right? Then you have no speed. Not sure if that's really worth it. Oh shit. No, you can't be too low. Okay, nice. I should be safe, and high Fosu are not fully high. We'll listen between us. A good time. Finally I make it into Div1 on an RPG cup of the day. Because these should be my best cup of the days, but in the previous RPG cup of the day seedings, I completely messed it up always. Which really sucked. Here I want to see him. This is a not so smooth transition. Ah, this could be the line actually. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait, is this also multi-lap? I didn't know that. Can you build 2 multi-laps? Or is this here the safe finish? Why does the safe finish look like this? It's also just a multi-lap then. I get rid of the ghost. Shit. Ah. Nah, of course I get this. That was a sick one. Eighth, head of purple. The best German. No, actually not. What is Down doing in first? That's not fair. I didn't expect a German in first, and especially not down. Yeah, this one here I fucked up in the PB one. Yeah, and that transition was also not... Yeah, this is what I wanted, but I didn't get. Ooh, this looks so unsmooth for him. But he gets a very clean landing still. A super outside finish as well. Also, you can clearly see several things that you can improve in this run. It is just that this one transition did cost me quite a lot, and the transition near the start. And a shooter. I'm not living in the city anymore. For work I had to move to another part of Germany. A very different part. Are we talking about Braunschweig or Leipzig? Also school or really university? Leipzig, okay. Miro, nice to see you here. Hey, I remember. Do you still have it? Oh, that's cool. Today is another day where I have a good chance in this cup of the day. But anything can happen. Especially with these transitions here in the start, you can easily be too low. Clip and then it's over. Whoa, what was this two-wheeler? The thing is, the two-wheeler went over penalty as well, right? That was really sick. Yeah, almost PB'd. But purple with a very good time. Yeah, that happens quite often that people find back to the game by getting virtual videos in the algorithm. I also watch his videos a bit, but it's just quite funny. Like, also other people from my school back then, they came a little bit back and yeah, like, oh, I saw Trackmania again. Thanks to these virtual videos, and yeah. Good that we have these videos and how big his channel is, because that basically keeps the game alive. It's cool when people come back actually. And yeah, I think you were speaking about the Cup of the Week video. I also watched it. I saw that he was glazing me a bit there. It was quite fun. Ach, hey. I have the feeling that this is a little bit risky, though, to go that extreme. I thought now if I should use the first round to check the save finish, how slow it is, but to be honest, how would you even do the save finish? Isn't it much more risky to go for the save finish than going for the risky? Also you would probably need to jump off here or something, but it feels very odd. Did you go into the description of his YouTube video and find my Twitch channel like that? Because he actually had a typo in that description. Which is a bit sad. He had Marius with 2S, so if people would use that, they would actually not find me, I would think. Because he had a typo there. RPG final will be worth watching, I guess so. I mean, usually Scandia is always over-dominating these things, but Raceland seems to be extremely prepared, and Morpio as well. I assume it's a battle between those three, and Aurel behind, but I mean, the last rounds from Aurel, when Jan got eliminated, I saw that. There he was of course extremely strong. Also, yeah, I'm looking forward to watch that match. I haven't seen Topper since a long time. But yeah, he was also existing back then and was a very good coast driver, basically. A bit of rival maybe, in some competitions a rival from myself on coast maps. But we also played competitions together. But I haven't really seen him since quite a while now. But many other people from Trackmania United came actually back 5 years ago. Like around 2019 it started. And we still have Trackmania United competitions and leagues happening. There will be actually also one starting in March, I think, again. With prize money. So looking forward to that. Maybe this time I can actually time-wise participate in it and train for it, because it was not really possible the previous times. Last year the timings of the Trackmania United Cups were improvable. Let's say improvable. Oh, let's see if you jinxed me with that sentence. But yeah, usually it is. Usually it is. Also Flogistone if you're watching, but this transition there... What's happening here? This transition there from quarter pipe to quarter pipe, I think is not that great. It will be very decisive, but I'm now a bit afraid of that transition since it went wrong in the first knockout round. And later on I cannot afford that anymore. It just looks like it would be better to land on the flat part and not on the tilted. And also generally, I cannot really land good. I just cannot land clean there. Also even now that I went into the banked part of the quarter pipe, my car is tilting quite a lot. But yeah, I believe that's the fastest line. Maybe I have to pull it off at some point, but if it goes wrong, then I'm out, of course. It's a dangerous thing. That was also dangerous. So I can do it like this, but from what I've seen so far, this is definitely not the fastest way of doing this. And I mean, Down's replay, for example, also jump far to the inside. Seems to be the best strat. It's cool how this finish jump works. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, it's very much about transitions. It's dangerous in Knockout because you can overcook a transition too much. It's very difficult to aim for some of these transitions. The gear here in this tight corner is also can be a struggle. I try to get a clean part before that section so that I will be fast enough for the upper gear. Otherwise, you would need to somehow try to stay lower gear. But I can also see it happening that I will get slowdowns in a few rounds in the knockout. Like gear slowdowns. That's a weird corner, but I mean it does work. The gear does work. If you have everything clean, it seems to be good. That was bad. Very bad run so far. Oh, Giuliano out. Yeah, I think otherwise map is clean. As clean as it needs to be. Of course, it's good if there are some tricks. I don't know, with this jump here, I land on the penalty. Not sure if it's possible to avoid that if you get it perfect before. But I mean, it's not bad or anything. No, I think the map is pretty good. Just risky, especially these first transitions. Also the one here is a bit risky already, but then especially this exit here can be a bit risky, and how diagonal you jump is again a bit too safe actually, and became risky because of that. Oh, needed to release. No, I wasn't sure with the gear. Yeah, to be honest, it is clever. I also thought so. Like, if you want to make sure that you get a track of the day, then quickly build something in the new vistas, and the chance is quite high. But then they actually went to stadium maps, then I wasn't sure if it still applies, but I think it does. Especially now with Sunday Cup of the Day. You have a new Vista map with that could be used on a Sunday. If I had time to cook something, to build something, I might have also tried it right now. Because this would have been the easiest way. And I most likely would have built a beach map. In the Green Coast environment. full-on beach map. I mean, we will see that for sure at some point, right? Someone building a beach map. In Laguna, I actually built such a map. Oh. Okay, still make the jump. Oh, purple. That's close for him. Could still make it. Down is out. Purple is in. Docky remains in orange, but down is out. Down and down. Do I still build tracks regularly? No, actually, not at all. Also, I have like plans of maps, but I don't like this editor here too much. But with the new vistas, this is changing a bit. The only annoying thing is that in these new vistas you have less blocks available. But I guess that if I would build a map, I would now most likely use the new vistas for the map. Because the terraforming is exactly the reason that I disliked. But yeah, there's actually a bit more that I dislike that's still annoying in this editor. I have ideas for maps, but I just don't have time and don't have motivation to start building. That's the problem. And especially I have no motivation to decorate everything in the end. At least I have one track of the day in this game here, which obviously was also a first of the month map. Those maps were just, it was just the easiest to get into the... Also, but whenever I want to build something, there is something creative, and it would always fit for either first of the month map or for now Sunday map. Would probably always fall into that when I build something. Oh, good speed. Orosu? Yeah, that's what I meant earlier. This part ain't it. Even if you go the safe way, you can get this like a tilt and get knocked out. It's quite annoying. And if you want to go for the fast strat, you also have that issue, but you also have another issue. Also a bad start. Wait. I had to save now some jumps because I didn't have the same speed than before. Oh shit. Oh, nice. That was, yeah, sometimes you have this problem that one thing is bad and then you don't have the typical speed or gear and you just cannot get back into groove. Like the first half now was completely mudded, and the thing is, in the second half, like after this penalty part, there is not really something happening. I don't know who failed now something and what he failed, but you cannot really catch up much in the end. So, and that was a really yak run that I just drove. Someone crashed the finish. Wow. Yeah, it's close now. Yeah, also the issue is if you go for the fast strat, then there is also a chance that you clip the beginning of the quarter pipe if you land on the sand next to it. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. I get the trophies, another top 7. I said there's a good chance I can get far again today. Now the difficulty is, of course, can I also go all the way? For all the way, I need to improve my times now. But that's doable. I don't need to improve now. There's already a big gap. And I can save here. Whoever that is, he's fast. Because he caught up a lot when I went safe. Yeah, it's purple. I kinda had a feeling that it's gonna be purple. Ah, Hill is also still in. And Rohr. Ruhe out. Also Levonn seems to be unbeatable because he's super consistent in first place with unreachable times. Like, I'm not sure how you can... Also, I know how you can drive such a time, but I have no idea how he's doing it every round. Again hill and the fast one. Similar to 3 days ago when it was. So the chance for a second place is pretty high. Again. Close, close. I crashed the finish. Probably it wasn't enough. He was like 500s ahead. I had to go super inside. But I want to know now if it would have been enough, if there was a chance. Yeah, I actually went for the risk in this quarter pipe section, and it worked very well. Sadly, my start was pretty slow. And he was luckily also a bit slower this time, only driving a .69. I actually want to. Yeah, I saw the last checkpoint on this map. We have quite a lot of time to look at that.